Welcome to the Peek Inside. I'm Kyle Jack, student in the Broadcasting and Electronic Media Department of Pikes Peak State College. This program takes you inside the events, careers, and lives of people in and around the Pikes Peak region. Our guest today is Travis. Travis is a student here at PPSC, studying Broadcasting and Electronic Media to aid in his journey to become a video editor. So, Travis, growing up, how was it like being a military child?
It was fun, but it was definitely tough. Looking back, you know, it's fun kind of having hindsight and looking back and be like, oh, I got to see all these places, but definitely growing up and having to move all the time, it kind of sucked having to make friends every like year or 2 years. I think that definitely kind of negatively impacted my relationships from that point onwards, at least as I was like, you know, still growing up in middle school and stuff like that. It kind of messed me up in the head to be like, oh, everything is temporary and like I'm never gonna see these people again. But you know, it was always really fun. I like meeting new people. I like moving to new places. It got me really good at moving. I just moved into a house, so there's definitely a lot of muscle memory there. But yeah,
That's
all in
awesome.
all, pretty fun.
Anything stick with you throughout all the moves? Sentimental pieces?
Yeah, I honestly not really a lot sticks out throughout the moves. It was not a lot. I don't have like a super clear memory of my childhood, just like kind of regardless. So like there's not a whole lot of like moments that stick out. But yeah, specifically with moving, there was one time I spent my birthday, because it's in the summer, it's in June, so one time I spent my birthday on the road. That was definitely unpleasant. So I remember that, but not for the good reasons. So.
Well, I mean, those things kind of happen though.
Yeah.
It sucks. It's life. You gotta keep going on.
Yeah, just gotta keep moving.
Just gotta keep moving. I feel like that's like a good thing to learn as a military kid.
Yeah, just keep on like keep trucking forward. Yeah, keep trucking. That was like, because it definitely taught me to be a lot more social and to be a lot more like outgoing and extroverted, because it was like, okay, time to make friends. So like I wasted no time. It was like it'd be day one, we're in the new state, and I'm like, hi, I'm Travis Masson. It was very I was definitely very like in your face, talk to you, just like yapping as a little kid. So
speaking of in your face, did you have any pets growing up or like animals?
I did actually, yes. So I had my like main pet or whatever was my dog named Hank. He was about yay big. He was pretty small. He was just a mutt, and we had him for 14 years, and then he passed on New Year's of 2022.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, it was unfortunate, but he was a very great dog. He lived a very long life. He was very happy. He was abused originally, so we picked him up from a shelter. And he was just very nice. He acted a lot like a cat. So we had theories that like growing up, he was actually related or was raised with cats, because he was like crazy aversion to water. He would not bark. He was like almost completely silent. And just the way that he would like carry himself, I guess, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but like if you've ever seen a cat and like seen the differences between how like a cat and like a Labrador will act towards people, he's definitely further on the cat side of the spectrum. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a good dog though.
Yeah.
14 years? Shoot.
Yeah, he was a really good boy. Besides that, you know, the usual gerbils and stuff like that. My sister and I, we got two, but they died horribly, as all gerbils do. So
of course,
not a lot.
Gerbil stories. I don't know, man. Hearing gerbil stories online.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy sometimes. Yeah. It does get pretty bad.
That's all the time we have for this break. We'll come back to it in what, a few minutes? Yeah. We'll be back.
Hey, honey. We thought we'd try something new.
Family art hour. What do you think?
You got jokes. You're funny.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Learn more at adoptuskids.org.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff. Like making sure your kids are in the right seats for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
By the time you see the symptoms of lung cancer, it could be too late. Now there's a new scan that can detect lung cancer early. If you smoked, get scanned.
I surrender.
All right, pal. Get ready for the day, buddy.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Do we have a gun?
What's that?
Do we have a gun?
Welcome back to the Peek Inside. I'm Kyle Jack from the Broadcasting and Electronic Media Department at Pikes Peak State College, and we're joined today by Travis Maston again.
Hello.
So Travis, tell me, what job are you working now, and what jobs have you worked previously?
Yeah, right now I'm at Antler Creek Golf Course. If you can't tell by the random assortment of clothes, we recently pushed our start time back to 6:30 a.m., so I've been kind of struggling.
You've been up early?
Yeah, I've been up pretty early, so I kind of just threw on whatever I had that would be long sleeves. And then now I'm on TV.
I mean, that looks comfy.
Yeah, it actually is very comfy, which is nice. But Antler Creek Golf Course is where I'm working now. I've worked for my buddy's food truck. His family had like a food truck. That was one of my first jobs ever as a teenager. I was working there just like running orders and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was under the counter, so it was pretty much just we'd all go over to his house, and then his mom would be like, "Okay, boys, go do this," and then we'd do it. I honestly don't even know if I was paid for it, so pretty illegal.
I mean, experience.
It was good experience. Yeah, I have it on my resume, so And then Chick-fil-A, I worked at a Chick-fil-A off Dublin, Powers in Dublin, and that was okay. It was the crew is different from what you would expect given their like public image. So yeah,
I feel like that's how it is for any like establishment, like
that is
fast
true,
food.
Yeah, specifically with fast food, it's definitely so that was kind of surprising.
There's always characters. There's always characters.
In a good way. And then Qdoba. I worked at Qdoba off Powers in North Carefree, and that was a lot of fun. That was where I think I've spent most of my time. I was going to be an assistant manager, and then the whole I went to a different store to do the training and like the testing, everything like that, and everything went fine. And then there was like a bunch of other stuff that happened, so I was just like, it's not worth it, because originally the district manager was telling me that like if I was going to get the promotion, I was going to have to work at a different store, and I was like, the whole reason I got it was to help out my boss, so like I'm good.
This is not good.
Yeah.
But aside from work, what do you do in your free time?
In my free time, honestly, not a lot recently, because I have just been moving in. I've been working and moving in and sleeping and doing homework as we're coming up on finals week. So recently, not a whole lot besides listening to music. I've been getting down on a lot of tunes recently. Yeah. I've been playing.
Passes the time, moving.
Yeah, it's nice to have a little like motivation in the background, stuff like that.
Or just like a mood upbringing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just something to kind of like up the tempo, so it's not just like
depressing,
silence and opening boxes and so that part's definitely nice. And then like video game stuff like that. So yeah.
Well, that's good. You keep yourself busy, at least like a little way.
Yeah.
Well, for now, that's all the time we have. Thank you, Travis, and we'll come back after these short break.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Man, it's lonely. Like, going through life lonely.
There is the therapeutic aspect of music, just expressing how you feel.
I'm going to talk to Howie about his feelings, make it into a song.
You're watching Pikes Peak TV.
Welcome back to A Peek Inside. I'm Kyle Jack from the Broadcasting and Electronic Media Department at Pikes Peak State College, and we're joined today by Travis Maston again.
Hello.
So, moving boxes, you said you listen to music?
Yes.
What kind of genres do you listen to?
Ooh, that's tough. It really depends on what I'm doing. If I'm like on my way to work or when I'm working, usually like rap, trap, like rock. I guess not rock. I don't really generally listen to classic rock, but like metal or like psychedelic rock, that sort of general genres. But when I'm just like kind of hanging out or like when I'm doing schoolwork, I like classical a lot, or like you know, not quite lo-fi, but that like kind of chill hop, like the sort of like remixes,
like low beat.
Yeah, it'll be like 80s or 90s hip hop with like a little like drum track over it, you know, just something like that. I think that it's just based off like the intensity of my mood. If it's like if I'm doing something and I want like high intensity, I'm like hanging out with friends, or like, you know, I'm getting work done, or, you know, I'm working out, then I like a lot of like Suicide Boys, stuff like that. Other than that, you know, I definitely like classical a lot. For like hanging out, like a little bit of Tchaikovsky. So.
Other than Suicide Boys and Tchaikovsky, is there any other like artists that stick out to you that you really like?
Yeah, I think King Gizzard. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. It's a Australian psychedelic rock band hailing out of Melbourne. They've got it's like a 7-man band, I think. It's crazy. They've got like 2 drummers, like 3 guitarists. It's pretty wild. But they've made a lot of different albums, a lot of different genres, a lot of different themes and like different instruments that they've used, stuff like that. So they're definitely, I have like an issue kind of picking favorite bands or artists because I usually like listening to such a wide like selection of music. So King Gizzard is one of the only like bands where I can actually go to them consistently for like, I want this genre now, or now I want this genre, because they have like literally everything from like, you know, very like grungy metal stuff like that, all the way just to like weird, almost like bordering EDM and like, you know, stuff like that.
I mean, it sounds, I'll have to check them out.
Yeah, they're pretty nice. They're pretty nice.
Honestly, I think that's about it for today.
Yeah.
You did great.
Thank you.
You have an awesome voice.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. I mean, I don't like that a lot. I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, but thank you for coming today.
Thank you. You're a great host.
Taking time out of your day to come visit us after work, you know.
Yeah.
Hard day at work.
It was very tiring. Yeah, I had to drive around in this little machine that like rakes sand, which was nice. Like it kind of felt like a little Zen garden, but
it sounds boring.
After that, I had to go cut, like I had to dig out of the dirt. So.
Well, that's all the time we have for A Peek Inside. I'd like to thank our guest Travis Maston for taking time out of his day again. I'm Kyle Jack, student in the Broadcasting and Electronic Media Department at Pikes Peak State College. More information on this program can be found at pikespeak.edu/BEM. Have a good night.